No be small thing, no wahala dey. Politics for Nigeria no be here. Well, former president wife, President dem Jonathan's wife don come out come talk say as e be like this, say she no get any business with Aso Rock. You remember say plenty people don dey call her say abeg o, e be like say dem go come back to office make dem use Jonathan take remove Tinubu for office. Meanwhile, she don come out come clear the air talk say as e be like this, say Remi Tinubu na her best friend that year o, and she support am during their time in office. Say now like this, she no fit run against Remi Tinubu. Say as e be like this now, say politics for Naija na turn by turn. Say she believe say their turn don pass and say dem no get business for Aso Rock again. Anyway, plenty people don dey react with this kind talk wey she talk. Say why she go talk like that? Say they want make Jonathan come back to office. Well, I go like make you watch this video from beginning to the end, hear how she take talk am, and wetin Ruben Abati talk about the whole matter. I dey come back.
As the former First Lady, Patience Jonathan, has ruled out returning to Aso Rock Villa. Instead, she is pledging her support for First Lady Oluremi Tinubu and the present administration. She pledged to campaign alongside Remi Tinubu ahead of the 2027 general elections, citing their long-standing relationship and mutual support during her husband's presidency. She emphasized the importance of rotational leadership for national unity, stating, and I quote, "When it's your turn, I will support you. When it's not your turn, step back so that the country can move forward." End of quote. Patience Jonathan received the Women Icon Leader of the Year award from the Accolade Dynamics Limited in Abuja. She described the award as a recognition of collective efforts in advancing women's health and economic development.
Look at the comments from former First Lady Patience Jonathan. I mean, not to say that women can't speak for her husband, but I do think that many people would also like to hear from Goodluck himself and hear his reasons for him wanting to take a step back from, this entitlement he has to another term in office. I think that if we're looking at Nigerians who aren't in support of the current institution, the current administration we have, perhaps in some circles, the prospect of a new resurgence of Goodluck Jonathan was something that people might have been looking forward to if they are, again, to underscore the importance of an opposition voice. And I think to many people who enjoyed his leadership and would like to see him return to the highest office, this may be a little bit of a disappointment. That being said, it is commendable that Patience Jonathan has come out and thrown her weight behind Senator Oluremi Tinubu and, of course, by extension, the president. And it just shows that the All Progressives Congress has continued to be able to reach out throughout different political parties, different political stratospheres, and really exemplify the unity that it says that it's going to have. So if this is renewed hope in action, all people can really do is sit back and see what that's actually going to look like. Now, when we're looking at the fears and the criticism that we're hearing when it comes to Nigeria dangerously becoming a one-party state, I was listening to Daybreak earlier and watching their newspaper review. And the gentleman that they had said that he doesn't actually believe that it's possible for Nigeria to become a one-party state because he feels as though the country in terms of population is too big, that there's too much diversity in terms of what people want in order for that to happen. But I do think that it is quite a legitimate concern that we are seeing so many defections from the People's Democratic Party, so many people coming out quite early in 2025 to throw their weight behind this current administration. On the one hand, as I said, it is an example of unity and belief in this presidency, but it is also dangerously moving closer to a one-party state.
Okay, 3 topics in one package. First, let me start with Mama Peace, that Dame Patience Jonathan, saying that President Jonathan is not going to run, is not interested in running in the 2027 presidential election, and that she herself has no reason to want to go back to the villa. This was on the occasion of an award she was being given by Accolade Dynamics, nominating her, identifying her as an icon, women icon, as an icon, representing women in the year 2025. Now, a number of things. One is that there's been a lot of pressure on President Jonathan to run again. It happened in 2023. There was even a group from the northern part of the country that went to pay 100 million naira to obtain a nomination expression of interest form on his behalf. He was not the one that did it. But eventually, he wasn't part of that 2023 process. Now, in 2027 again, people already say, oh, President Tinubu, the main opposition he can have that will be effective will be for President Jonathan to come back. And I'm sure there must be groups trying to persuade him. But the first, sign of clarity that we'll be receiving will be from, his wife, former First Lady, Dame Patience Jonathan, saying that, look, she is not going back there. And, there's nothing that is there. And the politics in Nigeria is turn by turn. When it is your turn, you should be allowed, to do it. Now, you may have many, things to argue about this turn by turn politics. But that's the reality of Nigerian politics. This is turn by turn. Now, however, one will expect to hear from President Jonathan himself. Because in politics, things happen. We still have the election two years away from now. So would President Jonathan himself come out to clarify, and that would be the strongest clarification that you can get. Because Mrs. Jonathan bases her loyalty to President Tinubu. She even says she will come out to campaign for him because she and Mrs. Remi Tinubu, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, that they are friends and that she cannot be part of any ploy to remove our friend's husband from office. So that's an expression of loyalty, and that both President Tinubu and Senator Oluremi Tinubu have been very supportive of the Jonathan family. She even included the Yaloja General of Nigeria, Mrs. Ujo, that President Tinubu's daughter, to say that, look, don't worry yourself. When it is time, call on me. I will come out and join you to campaign for your father. At a time when, there are many people out there who are saying they want President Tinubu and the APC removed from office. Mrs. Jonathan's statement is an expression of very strong support and an endorsement of the Tinubu presidency. And, that's the context in which I see it, about loyalty, about friendship, about quid pro quo. You rub my back, I rub your back. But as I said, 2 years in politics is a long stretch. Anything can happen. Suppose President Jonathan comes up next year and he says, well, due to pressure from all sources, I think I'm interested in this thing. Anything can happen. But for now, this is the state of play.